I have to imagine that the people who were following Jesus heard something brand new in this teaching. Because no one really preaches that you're blessed when you're grieving, that you're blessed when you're hungering and thirsting for something good, that you're blessed when you're striving to work for peace and justice and so on and so forth. Probably back then, as even now, there are a lot of preachers out there in Christianity that preach a prosperity gospel. If you're good, good things are going to happen to you. God's going to take care of you. You're going to be healthy. Everything's going to work out in the end, and so on and so forth. But the reality that most of us experience, if you're anything like me, that isn't always true. When Jesus preaches this gospel, when he sits and goes up that mountain and gathers the crowds there before him, and he preaches to them, he's speaking to simple people, hard workers from small villages. They're in rural Israel right now, along the shore. There are fishermen out there, and there are shepherds, and there are farmers, and there are mill workers, and there are carpenters, and there are stone workers, and all of these things. This is not the rich and the powerful and the wealthy and the educated. These aren't people of the world. They aren't blessed by the world. And so when Jesus looks at them and says, "You are blessed in your littleness. You are blessed in your meekness. You're blessed in your neediness." This is what strikes their hearts, because nobody has told them that before. And I think sometimes we don't hear that enough as well. We have to constantly be making things better. I have to be perfecting things. I have to be holding all the ends together. I've got to be working hard to keep my life from falling apart, or making sure that it all looks the way it's supposed to look. I've got to keep the hamster wheel spinning, so on and so forth. And when we do that, it's exhausting. So just stop. Stop trying to be perfect. Stop trying to hold it all together. Stop trying to make it something that it really isn't. Just stop. That's what Jesus is telling his disciples today. Blessed are you when you are grieving, because there is a hole in your life, and I can fill that hole. Blessed are you when you're working hard for some justice, because you are pouring energy out of yourself, which leaves you empty, and now I can fill it. Blessed are you when you struggle to bring people together, and you are that bridge, that peacemaker that's being ripped apart. I can fill those wounds. It's when things are not perfect. It's when things are broken. It's when things are not the way they're supposed to be. It's when we're meek and little and real with God that he's able to come into our lives, because then there is a need. If we had everything that we needed, if we were rich and powerful in this world, if we had all kinds of influence and popularity, if we had all the money that we could ever think to have, if we were able to do whatever we wanted, there's no place in our lives for God. Jesus says we're blessed when there's room for him. And so as we gather here to celebrate the Feast of All Saints, we realize that we are not celebrating men and women who were perfect. Read the lives of half of them. They were big old sinners. They were lost for many years. They went up and down over and over again. The reason we celebrate these men and women in heaven today is because they let Jesus into their emptiness. We don't celebrate them because of what they did. We celebrate them because of what they let Jesus do for them. That's what makes us holy. Sainthood and holiness is not about being perfect. That's the myth. That's the lie. Sainthood and holiness is letting the emptiness be empty, letting the brokenness be torn open, letting the mess be set there in the open, so that the Lord God can come into that brokenness and that emptiness and that messiness. And if we let Him into those places of our lives, that's what makes us holy. Blessed are you when you live a real life and have real problems and real struggles, and you live your humanity to the fullest, because that is when there is a place for Jesus to come in. So yeah, it's a new message that Jesus preaches to the people in His time and even in ours. You are holy, not by anything you will ever do. You are holy if you let Jesus do what He does